Renting out a house you own is a fantastic way to make money. Real estate is always in demand. I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up following you. Merely show them what you are capable of, and they cannot fail to become your supporters. Dare I say, you're not likely to get much further without more people following you. Perhaps you should complete some additional quests.
Oh, this is terrible. Somehow the gate got open, and all of my chickens have escaped. I don't know how they did it, those chickens, and maybe I never will. Chickens are extraordinarily clever. Will you find the buggers for me? Right, you'll need this. Contrary to what most people think, chickens are very, very crafty. They won't fall for any of that. Come here, chickie, chickie, I've got some lovely treats for you. Oh no, too smart. You have to defeat them psychologically. Now, they won't remain one concentrated force. They'll have redeployed into groups of 3 or so to maximise their tactical advantage. When you find one of these squads, flap your wings and such, and they should follow you back here. But don't let them try to negotiate with you. You do not want those little buggers inside your head, believe me.
A rather special gift has arrived for you in the usual place. You have several new suits. Those will make dressing easy. You're dressed as a chicken. What are you planning to do dressed as a chicken?
Well done. Don't stop now.
My dear Bernard, one of these days the chicken god is going to come down from a celestial coop in the sky and peck out your eyes. So there! Yours sincerely, Arthur.
That's lovely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Go on, I ain't asking for that. So I tried to give a little bit back.
Finally, a little money coming into this town. A little's even coming through my door. That's all of them. At last, the town can rest easy.
Oh, Bernard, you've gone and locked them up again. This isn't right. They deserve to be free.
You're always on about the chickens and their freedom. You know what I think? I think it was you let them out.
You're right. I admit it. I couldn't live with myself any longer being complicit in this chicken oppression.
But they might have destroyed the entire town. Possibly the world.
They might have gone off to live peacefully on their own. They might have created great works of art or literature. We don't know. And we have no right to take away their fundamental liberties based on our own prejudices.
Well, now it's clear taking away their liberties isn't enough. I have to assume you'll try to facilitate another escape. And that means the only choice is to kill them all.
Oh, no, Bernard! No, don't! All right, keep them locked up, at least so we can talk about this.
You infiltrated the chickens. You lived among them. You know them better than anyone. What's to be done? It's a simple matter of kill or be killed.
No, Bernard, they're not like that.
All right, we'll let them live. But only if you swear never to let them out again.
All right, all right. We'll work this out.
I hope I haven't made a terrible mistake. But if I killed them, I would just make them martyrs. Oh, I just don't know about this.
It's what's best, Bernard. It's the right thing to do.
I wish I could believe that. I really do.
Now we just have to figure out a
Ah, hello. I hope everything is in order. You do look the image of a mercenary. May have something to do with the fact that you're dressed. That beard is certain to impress the ladies, unless you're eating soup, of course. A very nice combination. Well, that's not the way most people would go. I applaud you. Any other business to attend to? Whatever did happen with that Morley play? Is it...
Please, you've got to help me. I'm so worried. It's my daughter, you see. I can't find her. The little scamp is always going off on her own, having adventures and whatnot. Always comes back after a while, though, but this time she's been missing for hours and hours. I'm frantic with worry. It's all her father's fault. He never stops talking about how there's gold to be found in the caves in Mist Peak Valley. I bet that's where she's gone. Please find her and bring her home, I beg you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Please bring her back safe and sound as soon as you can.
so scary. Please take me back to Mummy. Are you here to take me home? Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! Yikes! Nasty monsters! Ah! Oh. Woohoo! Shouldn't talk to strangers. Oh, I just did. We made it out of the cave. Brilliant. Help! What's that? Help! I spy with my little eye something beginning with S. More nasty things! Don't let them eat me! Oh, please. Hooray! Whoa! Are we there yet? Are we there yet now? There's my mum! Mummy! Mummy!
My darling, my little darling, what a relief! I was beside myself. I can't thank you enough. I'm forever in your debt.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following in Brightwall. This should be more than enough to convince this little hamlet to send aid to the dwellers. I believe Samuel awaits you at the town gates to express that very sentiment. Well,
Oh, it's you again. The one that convinced us to keep the chickens.
Thank you for what you did, though I will say it was a strain on our marriage for a little.
That it was. I didn't want to let the birds out, and she said chickens weren't meant to be cooped up. Of course, I said the definition of coop is a place you keep chickens.
Finally, we came up with a compromise that worked for both of us and, more importantly, made the chickens happy. We don't let them run free, but we let them do the next best thing. Run races.
First of its kind. Gives the chickens an outlet for their aggression and allows us to maintain security and control.
Would you like to bet on the next race? It's very simple. Speak to Horace by the track. All profits go to... well, mostly they go to buying... voracious eaters.
Calm, imposing and dignified. The Colonel is the gentleman of the course. If there were a door on the track, he would open it for the ladies. And if he wore a garment with sleeves, he would not wipe his nose on them, if he had a nose. This enigmatic bird is also known as He Who Kicks People, Corn's worst nightmare, and the Hero Chaser. The Feathered Avenger has many names, but only one speed. Fast. Unless he's having an off day, in which case he's 2 speeds. But the second is nearly as fast as the first, so you'd hardly notice. 2 wings, Timmy's secret weapons are his 2 wings. The advantage they give him over other chickens accounts for his performance relative to theirs, which is essentially comparable. Mostly Slow Joe's name is deceptive. He's actually slow nearly all the time and prefers to be called William. Mr. Cluckles comes from a long line of chickens who, with their natural combination of stamina, agility and showmanship, were virtually born to race. However, since chicken racing was only invented recently, these traits went completely unnoticed, and instead they were mostly just eaten.
Sometimes I wish I was a chicken. Other times I think mole.
And they're off! Mr. Cluckles catapults into the lead. Bad luck, Colonel. Keep your chin up, or whatever chickens have. Legal disclaimer I'm required to read. Here at Foul Downs, we do not discriminate on the basis of age, race, gender, sexual orientation, or religion. Is there discussion among the judges? No Avenger is the winner.
I still say chickens can't be trusted, but at least now I know they can be controlled.
Ah, hello. A chicken.
Mr. Cluckles finishes first!
Chicken racing is the sport of kings, or people with money.
I still say chickens can't be trusted. At least now I know they can be controlled.
Ah, hello.
Vile fiend! You uncouth wretch! You, good sir, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play?
Of course you don't. You want to escape your troubles. You want to be made merry. You want to be amused.
It is no good. We shall never agree.
Ah, if only we could get our hands on Morley's lost play. It would solve all our problems.
Yes, it is said to bring together the opposites of tragedy and comedy in an exquisite marriage of forms.
But perhaps you can find it?
Yes, we beg you. The theatre, the muses, the very heart and soul of this town will thank you. Splendid, splendid! You should know we did commission an elderly detective to search the library for clues as to the play's whereabouts, but he never returned.
The man's name is Ransom Locke, and he's rather closer to senility than one would like, truth be told.
If you come across this gentleman, he may be able to aid you. I believe he is looking for the collected works of the playwright Philip Morley, as we speak.
One can only hope they were not burned when the king closed down the academy and its library.
Turn back now, mortal one. Stay away from this accursed place. Only death and insanity await you. Pick it up! No! Really, I'm serious! You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife.
Listen, you. You're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish. Worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear fellow, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
O Ethel, my love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Kuchi-kuchi-goo.
Oh, stop, it's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2, which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus! Thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine. Cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Interesting tattoo. You compensating for something.
You're supposed to be doing the whacking and smacking, not the other way round. That would be lightning strike technique. Does it hurt? Now that's what I call a block. Ha! Denied, you...
More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live. You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus.
This guy's rich. We're gonna have fun looting his corpse.
This guy's dangerous. We've got to take him down quick. And you just snuff him out like a candle. That's skill. Oh, the skanky scuff.
All my men dead. My vengeance denied. My world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
A tremendous performance. That's just the ending I wanted to see when I was a young boy attending the theatre every weekend. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it the Ham Sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you, perchance, found...
This is no time for perchances, Lambert. The play. Do you have it? We're saved, Lambert.
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds. Thank you 1,000,000 times. Thank you.
His head bosom. It's already working. Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands.
Hark. Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating corpse?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say,
"Great big giant bosoms."
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
So, what shall we do?